And welcome back, everybody.
Hello.
Yes, it's season 2 time.
Season 2, Here we go.
Season 2, we've already passed the threshold. We're into episode 1, season 2.
So, hey, happy 2026.
Yes, thank you. Happy 2026 to you as well.
Yeah, it's going to be a great year.
It's going to be, I'm so excited about this year. It's going to be so much fun. So many wonderful things. Hope you guys had a great holiday season and are ready to jump into some films with us.
Yeah. We're excited.
Yeah. So we have a film for you guys. This is
surprise.
Oh my gosh! Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about a movie, and then we're gonna talk about some fixes for it.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be the whole thing.
You know what?
Boom.
It's a great plan.
Yeah.
Why didn't we think of this before?
We did. For a whole season 1, and now we're in season 2.
All right.
Yes. Go. All right. So here we go, guys. We're going to be talking about the 2016 movie Assassin's Creed.
Right.
Now, I remember seeing this in the theater, being very confused.
Yeah.
Going.
The first time when I saw it in 2016, I was frustrated.
Yeah.
I was.
Sure.
Well, we were excited.
Yeah.
I feel like we're excited about a lot of these movies. I was excited to see it. You know, I've never personally played the video game, but
I have a couple times. Yeah.
You've played it.
Yeah, I like it.
I know, it's got a really strong fan base. I like the premise of it, and so I was excited to see it. And I walked away just like, what just happened? I was so confused, thoroughly confused.
It is what it is. It's hard to get everything out there in one pass. And the other thing is, I found as I've gotten older in life, so many things are clearer when you add captions.
Yeah, that's so funny.
When you just add those captions on.
We started it without captions.
Yep.
And
you know what we need, guys.
We were about 5 minutes in. And I was like,
let's get those captions back on.
I need the captions. Yeah.
And it just makes it so much clearer.
Yeah.
What's happening?
I actually understood it this time.
Yeah.
We made the comment about halfway through, like, this feels way more clear this second time around.
Yeah. Which, that's with most things, that's the case. With most
things,
that's the case.
The more times you watch it, the more you understand
the clearer it is,
But the captions did help for sure.
So let's jump in. Let's talk about a little bit about the the summary of it.
Yeah.
So that if you haven't seen this, Jim, you can kind of jump in and see it. Now, I'll say overall, this is not a bad movie.
Yeah, no.
I think there's a lot of really great stuff about this movie.
There's a lot of good things.
Let's just talk about the quick summary, and then we'll get into some fixes. Okay.
Yeah.
This film follows Cal or Callum Lynch. Everybody calls him Cal. Just calls him Cal, and he's a death row inmate who's been abducted by this secret organization and forced into something called the Animus.
Yeah.
I believe is what it's called. And it's this crazy 4D kind of...
It's a machine. It's basically a time machine.
Pretty much.
Let's be real.
Yeah. And it lets him relive memories of an ancestor of some, it has his DNA.
Yeah.
I don't know how. It doesn't matter.
Right.
We take that jump and go.
They don't go into the nitty gritty.
They don't
of
go
how
into,
this thing works.
No, as they shouldn't, because it wouldn't make sense. But we kind of jump into this guy's memories, and it's Aguilar. This is Spanish. He was alive during the Spanish Inquisition.
Right.
And as Callum experiences his ancestors, basically scenarios that he fought through against the Templars,
right,
which is a powerful order seeking to control humanity through an ancient artifact called the Apple of Eden. Mm-hmm. And now the Apple of Eden is like holds the original sin, and basically it's a map, a road map of human
free will.
Free will and like how to stop free will, really.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Right. Because if you have the map to free will, then you can also
alter that.
Eliminate free will.
Right.
Yeah.
So he begins to awaken this legacy within himself, and like I guess learns how to fight kind of through this as well.
He does.
And he's just kind of torn between this idea of, who he was and what he was, and freedom versus free will versus, the creed, which you learn the Assassin's Creed is really important. Mm-hmm. And he's got to decide, does he accept the destiny that was part of his assassin brotherhood, or, stay kind of a pawn of the Templars in this centuries-old war, right?
Right.
And it talks about memory and identity and rebellion and the past and the present and kind of how to connect all these things together, and kind of it tries to create a very rich mythology. And in the end, he kind of does break through, takes, they do
chooses a side.
They choose a side. They do find the apple. He chooses a side, and then it just kind of stops. He's just like, and we're done. And that was kind of the end of it. And it was kind of interesting. It just kind of stops. After he gets the apple back and kills the bad guy, and then they're on a rooftop. And that's the end.
And credits roll. Exactly.
So, what we liked. I like the video game aspect of it. I mean, it's the action sequences are, I think, great.
Yeah, they were great.
I think they were really, really good. There could have been a lot more and more meaningful, but it is what it is. Mm-hmm. And also, Michael Fassbender, he's just a talented dude. He plays the lead. He plays Cal, and he is just super, super talented.
Well, he plays Cal and he plays
Aguilar. Right. He plays his
ancestor.
Right. And he's just a talented dude. I mean, he's physically very fit, and he does the fights really well, but he's just really good. He's a really, really good actor.
Yeah. Yeah, I loved obviously the concept is pretty interesting. It's very unique. I kind of liked the idea of, him sort of reliving these memories. I liked the world that they created, that Aguilar existed in.
Right.
Just the set design was
really cool.
Really cool. It looked like a video game a lot of times. They added a lot of elements from the video game into it, and it was very entertaining as far as that goes. It was really, really interesting. Yeah. And it was, it's a good movie.
It's good. I thought overall it was good. There, I had some hot take missteps here.
Yeah.
It was dark. Yeah. And by that, I don't mean scary or disturbing. I mean, it's just badly lit.
Yeah.
There was so many moments I'm like, and I've got pretty good vision. I can see very well. However, there's just scenes that I would just like, can you just give me like a flashlight on that scene? Could you? I know the gaffers work really, really hard to make that really, really beautiful, but
yeah,
some were just they were sterile, overly lit, and then other ones I'm just like, God, I can't see a thing. Come on.
Right. You got to turn the brightness up on your television to watch this one for sure.
Right. Do you got anything?
Well, okay. Well,
yes?
I have a couple, I guess.
Okay.
One of them is, and maybe this is the whole video game aspect, but he jumps off of buildings a lot. And I don't mean like parkour. He does that as well.
Yeah,
like he's jumping from rooftop to rooftop.
Right.
A lot. And it's impressive, and I really like all of that. What I'm talking about is like he jumps off of really tall, like just jumps with nothing.
Right.
No rope.
Right.
And it's always in those moments that, like, I don't know, he gets separated from the memory.
Okay, all right.
So we never see
how he
survives this jump.
Okay.
I mean, how
well
he was on like the steeple of this church and just jumped. And he's falling, 20 stories.
right.
And
Well,
then all of a sudden, the next time he enters the memory or whatever, they've survived it and they've moved on. I'm like,
okay.
It was annoying to me that I'm like, can you show us how he fights? You show the parkour, but we're not going to see how he survives this just jumping off of buildings.
Right. I think they were trying to set up with those things something in the game called the leap of faith. So that that might have helped. But not knowing
because
that,
I have not played the game.
Yeah, you're just annoyed by it.
I was just like, how is he doing this?
Yeah.
What magical power is this that the assassins have?
Yeah.
And then my second one,
okay,
it kind of jumps to the end and it's sort of a spoiler. I don't know. Maybe this will kind of step on what we're going to talk about later.
Oh man, I guarantee you're going to step on it. Go ahead. Do it though.
When they find the apple, which they do, it's I'm sorry.
They're hunting a long time for this.
No,
centuries.
Centuries.
Hundreds of years.
They created this whole device.
Billions of dollars. They said that, like 2 billion, 3 billion.
3 billion a year.
Yeah.
And
a year.
This, yeah. And
it's
the
insane.
science, and they've poured into this Animus or whatever to take him back, to find where this apple is. And when they find it,
yeah,
it's just there, and the priests, just having it in a box. It's not like people didn't know about it.
Yeah,
like they knew it. They knew where it was.
It was
apparently.
like it was in Columbus's grave.
Okay. I didn't want to. I just didn't want to
okay.
So it ends up being with Christopher Columbus, which he's entombed in a church in Spain, and they go to the church, and the priests just walk out with it, and they're like, "Oh, here it is." What?
Like, you guys didn't search that before? Like, you didn't check it out and see that this thing was there? And
in all of history, this was never written down that he had this with him,
buried with him,
and the priests that work there every day.
Right.
I was just like
annoyed.
Did we really have to go through all of this?
That pain and
all this money and the science and the device and throwing this
when somebody just didn't catalog something. Right. I get it. Yeah.
For this thing that's just in a box,
right,
sitting on Christopher Columbus's grave, apparently.
Yeah.
I felt like they could have had it in a location that nobody would have ever known about, ever.
And then they had to find it. Exactly. It's kind of a lame.
Yeah.
I feel like they were like, we're running out of money. We spent a lot of money on this.
Why?
We better
Why
do
would
this
that
quick.
be the answer? Why would that be where it is?
I do have one other quick misstep here. They found the apple. All the Templars are getting together to rub their little hands together and twist their evil mustaches, and they have this big meeting. And it's supposed to be this secret-y meeting, and all these assassins, they get in there. No problem.
No problem
at all. They just sneak in, and they're handing off knives to each other.
No, literally, they even show one of the guys going in and setting off the metal detector, and he just pulls back his jacket and shows his belt buckle, and the guy's like, "Oh, okay, you're good to go then."
Yeah, no,
What?
Do they not have any IDs of these Templars? This is supposed to be a really good secret order, well funded, but they're just like, hey, anybody off the street want to get in here?
They're letting everybody in.
It's they got in no problem.
They got in way too easy. Absolutely, for sure.
All right, so let's just jump in, fixes, get it going, okay?
All
you
right.
ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. Number 1, Act 1. Just straight up, we know video games are hard to make into movies.
Yeah.
They are hard.
Because they've already got, they're iconic already.
Right.
They've already got a fan base. It's tough, man.
They've done it a bunch. I know that they're going to keep doing it because it makes the money. But to really do it well, it's just tough. Lara Croft did it. and it made a bunch of money. And
Several times.
I think that they were like, all right, let's do this. Let's go.
They did it. It didn't go well. They did it again. It still didn't go well.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to do this.
It just is, yeah.
So at the beginning, normally I would say, man, let's see the lore of this. Let me understand this. But in this circumstance, I actually am going to say the opposite.
Yeah.
Because the lore was kind of confusing. They jump into the lore. I was confused. It's like, because the thing is, Indiana Jones and National Treasure told me the Templars are good. Yeah. And now I'm like, oh, what do I don't know what's going on now. And it just opens up with this, big thing of the creed and how it's gonna, what it really means to be. And I'm just like, okay, but we were bombarded with all the lore before we understand why should we even care. So here's the fix that I think. I think we start with Cal as a boy witnessing the father murder his mother, right? Or, not maybe in the room, because that's kind of a reveal thing that the mother actually is the one that does the kind of killing here.
Right. She kind of kills herself.
She kills herself.
It's her choice.
Yeah. And let that memory be kind of just fragmented in his mind as he's growing up, and the audience feels that trauma and that misery and that sadness with Cal from the very beginning. And then when we get into the sci-fi part of this, we kind of we frame it into, and this is kind of why, because he grows up alone. He doesn't know anything.
Right. This is a big plot point later, is one of the reasons he actually teams up with the Templars.
Yeah.
Is because
he doesn't know.
He's mad. He's mad that his dad killed his mom.
Right.
And they kind of feed into that anger and basically tell him, it's because of the creed or whatever.
Yeah, and he's like mad at them, and so he's I'm going to take this out on everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna join with you and get you what you need. Because I'm mad that my mom was killed.
Yeah, so if we start with this emotional hook of the son, then I think we're hooked in a little bit more, because then we're thinking, who is this kid, not what is this apple, right?
Yeah,
and I think that's a little bit stronger to start with, right?
Yeah,
and
we can find out about the apple.
Yeah, when we get to the Animus, then we get into the lore. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Problem 2. I think the Animus is actually kind of a wasted opportunity. It's this really, super crazy sci-fi machine, and it lets Cal relive the memories of his, DNA match, right? His ancestors. But it kind of feels like a glorified VR harness, right? It is. It's not a mind-bending concept really at all. It's cool looking, but it's just a big VR, and that's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right. So, all right. So here's my thoughts.
Yeah. Okay?
If you make the Animus, and again, we don't need to know how the DNA thing works anyway.
We don't have to know how it works.
We don't have to know any of those things. But, okay, so again, it's just a pitch. It's just an idea. What if, instead of Cal just basically watching his ancestors,
or reliving it without any control over what's happening,
there's kind of this link and a merger, right? Mm-hmm. With Aguilar. Their consciousnesses started... Consciousnesses?
I love it.
Conscious die?
Yeah, let's...
Conscious nigh?
They're dual consciousnesses. Oh, you still have to say is.
So
the consciousness of both,
Aguilar
of both
and
of them
Callum
merge.
And they kind of bleed together, right? Okay, so thoughts and instincts and even, I think, really cool, like, arguments with each other of, like, going... this and this and this. Now, the first one, no, he's just along for the ride. He doesn't know what's happening. He's like, whoa.
Maybe he doesn't even realize that he can connect with Aguilar.
As he's going through, they kind of start fighting for control a little bit.
Well,
you know
and
what I mean?
maybe Sophia doesn't even know that he can connect.
The doctor does not know that he can connect at all.
She just thinks that he's just along for the ride.
Right.
And we're just seeing these memories through you.
Right.
But when he starts to connect, she's like, wait, what?
What's happening?
This
What's going
isn't
on?
supposed to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's not just a plug and play. I mean, it's more of a, hey, like, for example, if in the original, like in history, he, Aguilar let something drop off of a building, but Cal reached for it and grabbed it. And they're like, woo, right? I mean, it's anything, it's just the first time that he decides to do something.
Right.
And I just think it would have been really interesting to link them. And, and then the scientists start to realize somehow he's linking with the past and able to influence it.
Yeah, I love that idea.
Yeah.
And also, if the whole goal is to take him from one mindset at the beginning to another mindset at the end, wouldn't Aguilar be, if they could connect and link
and kind of talk,
kind of have thoughts passed back and forth? Can't Aguilar actually influence Cal and how he starts to view the creed,
the order? Yeah, absolutely. And that's the point, right?
Yeah, and so at the end, his mindset isn't just changed by what he
has been told,
or what he's seen, or there's that scene where at the end where he kind of interacts with other ancestors that he's had throughout the ages,
right? Very Avatar,
but it's like that feels like, well, he had one mindset and then all of a sudden he just shifts.
Yeah. And
whereas this, if he had conversations with Aguilar the whole time, then it would be like this slow growth.
Right. Exactly. Act 2. Past lives, present problems. I just...
Did you say past lives?
Past lives.
Present problems.
Present problems.
Yeah.
It's... Okay, so... Okay. Cal is brought to this hospital. Okay, so... All right, so he's... he's killed. He's like... They give him lethal injection, right?
Right. He's the death penalty. He's getting the death penalty at the beginning.
Right.
And... apparently
they do something
this institution, this doctor, she's rigged it to where he actually doesn't die, and she takes him to this institution.
He's brought to this institution, hospital, whatever.
It feels kind of like a hospital, but it's her science lab.
There's all these assassins, and they're never really explained while these other assassin guys are there.
How did they get there?
They're just hanging out.
If they're as powerful as they are, which they show how powerful they are at the end.
Yeah, but they're just...
How did they allow themselves to just be brought to this facility to help her?
Because they really are just hanging out openly. Okay. And then they all attack, and it just doesn't make a ton of sense. Okay, so here's what I'm saying, okay? For a fix for this, when Cal enters, he's told that these were descendants of assassins.
Yeah.
And they were all pieces to get to him. They all went through the machine, right, to figure out
which ones
they were actually trying to find, right? And they're just as dangerous and deadly, and they have to be saved. So Sophia's like, is it Sophia?
I think so.
Yeah, something.
I think she's the doctor.
Is it? I'm just trying to remember if her name was Sophia.
Yeah, I think it was Sophia.
Okay. So the doctor, let's just call her the doctor.
Okay.
The doctor, when she comes in, she's like, her whole thing is like, she's trying to stop aggression, and she's trying to say,
she's actually a good-hearted person.
Good-hearted person saying like, and if she's saying, look, hey, we're trying to help them as soon as, and we use them to get to you, as soon as we break this DNA lock of aggression and hatred and all this stuff, right? And so this is the fix, okay? That we're going to give them the cure basically for this, and then let them go. They're just here because they're really, really dangerous.
Right. So she truly believes that the apple is the cure for violence.
Right.
Okay.
It's
that's
the cure
her
for
full
all
motivation.
these problems.
That's why she is doing what she's doing. Her father, who is a Templar, he has convinced her that this is our mission. We're trying to cure violence.
Right.
And that's what she tells Cal at the beginning.
Right. And if she breaks this DNA lock and solves this problem of violence and all this stuff, they can assimilate back into society, and it's all good.
Right.
So they're just being held here until then, but not just kicking around the yard playing basketball.
Right. They need to actually be
locked
confined.
up. Yeah. And so that's I think that's the fix for that issue.
Right.
Number 3, and I think this is the big one. This is the one I feel
changes the whole
thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that the reveal came way too early. Of like, she brings him in, but she's like, "Oh, we're the Templars, and there's this creed and blah blah blah, and don't you hate the creed? They killed your mom, and we're the Templars, and we want to do good things, and blah 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 blah." No,
right.
I think absolutely not. Okay, because it's to me, it's kind of a cool idea if he comes in. Okay. So let's just take it from the top. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
There's a young boy. He grew up into this dangerous man. He's taken, he's pretend killed,
right?
With the
lethal injection.
The lethal injection. They take him in and they sit him down, right? And they say, "Listen, we're gonna give you a deal. Okay, you help us unlock. We're scientists. We've been following this thing of the assassins and the Templars for all these years. We think it's true." And he's like, "What are you talking about?" And they kind of explain, well, these Templars, they believe this and this and this, and they've been fighting up against the assassins for all this time. But we think there's something actually to this, and we want to unlock the code. We want to help people.
Right.
That's all we want to do, right? We've been studying it. We found a link. We want to study it. We want to make it happen. So, we dump all the assassins, and we've got all the assassins that we've dumped over here to get to you, right?
Right.
And then we tell them, as soon as we figure it out, Cal, we're going to help them out. We're going to help you out, and then you're going to be free too. Right.
Then everybody will be peaceful.
Yeah, it's fine.
Happy,
and it's framed
released.
as this study that they just want to help humanity, right?
Right.
And they say his ancestor Aguilar, he was part of the creed, and he was sent to be. And this is the big part of it here. The Templars, the assassins here, were all sent to protect that guy who had the apple, right? He was the original holder of it. The assassins were there to protect him. The Templars were there to fight this. Okay? Right? But they believe 100% that the DNA code will stop all these violent tendencies.
Right.
And then whenever he goes into the machine, right, and he goes through the missions of Aguilar went on, what those missions actually he starts to discover what the Templars actually are, what the assassins actually are, and then through the missions. And he should be in the missions a bunch.
Yeah.
Not just some of the time, but a lot. As he goes through the missions of protecting the guy that had the apple.
Right. The Sultan.
The Sultan guy. We discover that the people at the end, they discovered that the scientists at the end were the Templars all along.
Right. Don't tell us right away.
And they discover it. We realize, oh,
right.
They've been lying to me. They've been lying to
me.
They're actually the Templars. They're not some scientists just trying to. They've been playing me the whole time. They're not like a third party. They are the Templars who lied to me, who set this all in motion. They're the ones who've been doing it the whole time. Yeah. Then they don't. That reveal doesn't come till later, because she's been super cool about stuff. She's been protecting him. She's been like, no one in the entire thing plays anything other than we're just scientists. Even you could even have Templars, interfering with it, and they're like, we're keeping them out, and we're keeping them away. We're keeping them protected from the Templars who are trying to kill them, and right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So I think that absolutely needed to happen, because as it is now, we go into it knowing they're the bad guys.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah.
Well, they're not the bad guys. Like, she honestly believes that what she's doing is meant for good.
Yeah, but if she just has a base idea
we know as the audience that
in the end,
that these are the people, and we see the father in his little secret meetings,
right?
And we know that she's being deceived. We know that the Templars are behind it. Like, we know all of this,
right?
How great would it be if, as the audience, we are discovering with him,
the truth
about this organization that has him, because he's all on board.
Yeah.
Well, not the first time I would say he's in the machine, but he should be.
Yeah.
For them to sit down and say, "Hey, listen, this is what we need from you.
Right.
We're trying to help people."
And for your life, because we saved your life.
For your life, yeah.
You help us. And then it's just a matter of, look, we saved you at the beginning so that you could do this. And he's like, what if I don't want to help? You can go back to the chair. I mean, you're already dead.
We can put you back in prison.
Right. I mean, you can put you back if you don't want to do this. We're here to help you.
Right.
And if you do this, you get a new life. You get all these things, and it's going to be great.
Right. And so he goes into it thinking that he's now has a new purpose.
Right.
To actually help people. And then he begins to discover through this journey, through
the
his
missions
conscious link
of his ancestor. That's right.
With Aguilar, he begins to realize, wait a minute, that maybe the assassins were on the right side of this.
Right.
Because this apple is not what they said it was.
Right.
And then realizing at the end, oh, wait,
they tricked
this
him and lied to him
organization that I'm working for right now is actually the Templars.
Right.
And the assassins that they've captured.
Right.
I'm just another assassin that they've captured as a means to an end.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Next problem here. This is minor, but it was kind of an issue with me. But I'm going to mention it anyway. Okay. The death of Aguilar's love, kind of at the end of the film, I felt it needed a little bit of a punch. In this moment, so he and her kind of jump into this room, and the priest had just found the apple, and he's like, oh, it is. We're going to make everybody believe just what we believe and no more free will. Ma ha ha ha.
Right.
And they're holding it, and they jump in, and they fight people. Aguilar grabs the priest and the apple. He's got it, but when the dust clears, the other mean bad guy dude, he's got his girl. And they both got knives to eat the hostages' necks, basically.
Right. So she gets herself captured.
Right.
But also Aguilar captures the priest and takes the apple.
So it's a standoff. Right. Mm-hmm. And they've said very clearly throughout this whole thing, like, the creed is everything. If I can sacrifice myself, then fine, cool, good, whatever happens. And she says that right before, it goes down here. She's like, it's all good,
whatever happens
here, because the bad guy's like, all right, we'll trade.
Yeah, and they've said several times, like, I'm willing not just to sacrifice my life, but the life of every assassin
to keep this safe.
To keep this apple safe.
And she says, for the creed. But then Aguilar retracts his knife.
Yeah.
And then she really badly framed, but she takes the knife that he's holding on her and stabs herself.
Yeah.
So here's my fix. Look, I think it's a minor thing.
She takes herself out of the equation.
Right. I think it's a minor thing, but I think, again, if they are, if Aguilar and Cal are able to have this discussion of like what's right and what they should do, we should hear this argument, right? And they're like, save her. No, save her.
Right.
Save my mother, right? This is mirroring what happened in the very first scene. And he's like, no. And then clearly, and I'm telling you clearly because the framing was bad, you could barely see it. You need to do kind of a cowboy shot where it's back a little bit, guys. And she, with both hands, grabs the knife and plunges it into her neck.
Right, because when we watched it, we were like, wait, did she
do that?
Did she grab his knife and kill herself?
We had to go back and look 3 times to make sure.
She did. She took herself out of the equation, but it wasn't super clear. It needed to be super clear. She needs to reach up, grab it. We need to see her hands doing it and taking herself out so that he doesn't have to make that choice anymore.
Right, and by doing that, Cal gets to see, that's what his mother did. That's what
his mom did. And
he's like, at that point, that's a point of forgiveness for his father.
Right. And he I think he finds out through watching it. He kind of sees that, but to actually like
Mirror
beg, for her to be saved, and then she make that choice anyway.
Right.
I think that brings closure to him
Right.
with his mom's actions.
Right, and it's mirrored through time. That's right.
Which
Exactly.
I just want to say, they didn't really explain why the mom needed to die
Yeah, that was kind of confusing.
in the very beginning.
because he gave himself up.
The
dad.
The dad did, and then when he talks to the dad later, the dad's like, I should have killed you too, but I couldn't do it. Why? Why did they need to die? They didn't know about this scientific project. They didn't know about any of this. They didn't know that he was the one link to finding the apple. Why?
That sounds like a hot take.
It is a hot take. Why'd the mom have to? I mean, if they had hidden and they were, it didn't make any sense why
Agreed.
they had to die in the first place.
Agreed.
I get. They should have created a different scenario where she had to sacrifice herself if they wanted her to die, but just, they found us. Kill me.
Kill me, boop, done.
What?
How about run? Their running is a thing. They do it all the time.
They live in the shadows. Why can't you fight your way out of this?
If they're trained assassins and their little boy got away, who was not trained, maybe you could have gotten away. You had a kind of a long...
It didn't make any sense
Agreed.
At the end of the day, like why she had to die and why. It just didn't make any sense.
It was in the script. That's why she had to die. It was in the script.
Right.
All right.
Kill her for a different reason.
Gotcha. Act 3. The climax is kind of emotionally flat. It should have been, kind of Assassins Reborn, Templars exposed, Destiny fulfilled, and it just wasn't.
Right.
Here's the deal.
Because they didn't set it up. Because we knew the whole time what was happening.
It was exactly. So here's my fix. Okay. Go absolutely mythical here. Okay. So as Callum is escaping, he's escaping the machine. He fully embraces the creed, and he releases the other assassins from their,
holding cells, not the cafeteria.
Right. No. Yes.
The rec room.
And then check this out. The visuals on screen merge with both worlds. The ancient assassins appear like these ghostly echoes around him as they fight their way out.
Yeah.
We see the assassins of the past attacking, but really it's these assassins fighting, but it feels like the assassins of the past fighting through that last wall.
Well, and we know they've all been in the machine, so why wouldn't they have this link?
Right. And so then when he escapes, he's not alone. It's 1,000 generations of these, assassins kind of, going through that escape with him. And it gives it kind of a bigger grandeur of this premise, right? Yeah.
No, I absolutely agree. And it's kind of an interesting thing because it could almost be like, like the Avatar when he goes into the Avatar state.
Right.
How he sort of takes on like all of the skills
of the past selves. Right.
So whenever Cal is in this machine anyway, he kind of takes on the abilities of Aguilar.
And that's kind of like...
So at the end, if they all sort of like not only their own abilities, but take on the abilities of their ancestors that went before them.
I think that would have
been pretty cool.
A killer, escape. Not to the full closure of the film, but the kind of climax ramping up to get them getting out. Right. It would be really cool. The next one, the ending, like I said, we mentioned this earlier. It's unresolved and it's anticlimactic for sure. Callum just, they sneak in, but do they?
Well,
they just hop in line to the ride at Six Flags and get in.
That's the thing. Actually, while we were watching the movie and I see all of the Templars going into this meeting, I was like, wait, they were just attacked by assassins. What are they all doing? Just hopping out of their cars, going into this meeting. Like, didn't they have any kind of security with them?
No one thought they might be coming for this.
Right. Because they left, right?
They're like, no, we got it. We won.
They didn't defeat the assassins. They just took off in a helicopter.
Yeah.
And all the assassins are still there. Like,
no, we're safe. We own it. We have it in our hands.
Like, we have the artifact.
The end.
There's no way they're going to come for it now.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
that was kind of a weird thing.
So, Cal, he kills the bad guy, Rickon, I think Dr. Rickon, retrieves the apple, and then the film just straight up stops. That's it.
Right. And the way
thematically,
that,
emotionally, narratively, nothing closes. Cal, and another one, Cal tells Sophia, his daughter, he tells his daughter, hey, because she sees him before he does anything. And he tells her what he's going to do.
Yeah.
That he's going to basically kill the dad, and then he gets killed, and she's on the, looking at her dad going like, I'm going to get him. And I'm like, what?
She's like,
what are you talking about?
Now I'm going to get the apple back, but Cal, I want him for myself.
For myself. He told you what, you could have been like, hey.
Yeah.
Yo.
She did nothing. She just stood by. Well, and here's another thing. The way that she finds out about the fact that her dad's been manipulating her, telling her this is all for the greater good, but it's actually just for his control, is that she reads his speech that he's about to give in this big meeting.
And she's super disappointed.
And she's like, I read your speech. You haven't been telling me the truth. Okay. So she's like devastated, super disappointed in her dad. Then here comes Cal, and he's like, you know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Kills him.
He's got to die. And she's like, she just stands there. She just stands in the hallway, lets it all happen, and then gets mad and is like, now it's time for revenge. You know what that sounds like to me? Against Cal.
That sounds like she wanted him dead. That's what it sounds like to me. Sounds like daughter had aspirations of stepping up in the world. That's what it looks like to me.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't think that's what they were trying to go for. But, so for a fix, look, we already showed the assassins, but we go full invasion here, okay? They appear from the shadows. They come in, and the thing that they've been setting up the whole time, Cal through the skylight, and I know, it's a skylight.
Yes.
It's a thing, but it's the fall, the leap of faith. That's where it finally pays off, and he comes in and kills, the doctor and the whole thing, and the battle happens there, right there at the very end. They take it back. They take the orb back, right? Mm-hmm. And they're off again, and they're chasing him, and he's running through the rooftops, and he's in that place of like, this is, and he can do the voiceover or whatever as they're chasing him of going like, the price of safety is never worth the price of free will,
Yeah.
And then we realize that they're going to keep chasing him, and they set up, the next movie or whatever else they want to do.
Well, it kind of felt like they were trying to set up another movie
but
by having her say,
I'm going to get him and whatever.
Now I'm going to get the apple and I'm going to get Lynch,
Right. But that was weak.
Like that wasn't.
Yeah. It's got to go further. So I think they do the full invasion, and that's where you do the leap of faith. Yeah. There, not on the bridge earlier, into the water, any of that stuff. You do it right then and there. That's where you go for it.
Yeah.
Closing thought. Assassin's Creed, it had the bones, I think, of something really, really cool.
Yeah. This
idea of, free will versus safety and obedience. It's the question from the very beginning, right? Of life, Yeah. But it played, I think the movie played it safe, and it was very clinical and kind of sterile, in my opinion. It didn't really push. And really, what it could have done has been like much stronger with the sci-fi aspects of it, and merging the past with the future, and in the design and the look of it. I think it would have been pushed even further. Kind of Matrix meets Blade Runner by way of parkour. You know what I mean?
Right.
It could have been really, really cool.
Very cool.
And like I said, adapting a game is incredibly hard, but it's completely doable. It just needed the surprise of like, oh, that's our enemies aren't gone.
Right. You needed to. The
Templars
reveal,
are still here.
Yeah.
Right.
You need to reveal to the audience as it's being revealed to Cal,
Right.
to the main characters.
Yeah. So that's what I got. Yeah, this is pretty good. I like it. Good job. Good work.
Yeah, you
Good
too.
work. Thank you. Everybody, thank you again for joining us in season 2. We'll be going through quite a few of these this year. So again, share, guys, and leave us some comments and some,
Yeah, let us know what you think.
Yeah, give us some ideas of what you'd like to see, and we'll go from there. All right. So that's it. Thanks, guys.
We'll see you next time.